Welcome to Sailing via Frida og Visby. We left our hectic business life to go sailing with Frida og Visby and our cat Lisa. Our goal for the spring 2021 is to reach the Mediterranean Sea. In this episode we start in Muros and then we continue along the Atlantic coast of Europe to Varadero de Sufra, where we will do our first haul out. And the thunder is getting more intense. I think, yeah, it's a little bit rain now. And this has put the weather radar on. So all the red is the thunderstorm that we are in right now. The next morning we woke up to a calm sunny day. Good morning.
Good morning.
So today is departure day.
Today is the day to move.
So what does the weather forecast say? Right now it's sunshine and absolutely no wind.
Yeah, it says a light wind and getting stronger and stronger. So we have two reasons to be there already. One is that they're forecasted up to 30 knots for the worst forecast in the afternoon, evening. And we want to be there before that. The other reason is that the Swedish soccer team is playing today, this afternoon, and I want to be there and be ready to look at that.
Yeah,
they're playing against Spain.
Yeah, so that will be interesting.
Yeah, and we're in Spain. So I hope they are not embarrassing themselves, because then it's going to be tough.
Then Anders takes the flag down.
Mm-hmm.
We could put up a Danish instead, they don't notice. So this is our route. We start here and go out and around and into the next area. And here by this island is Sufra, 35 nautical miles. So a nice little trip. View of Muros. I started the engine and soon going to departure. It's going to be really warm today. You can feel it already. We have taken most of the lines except the spring lines, I think. And just we're hanging just on that. Okay, are we ready?
Think so.
Okay.
Gitte is taking us out of the harbor.
And I'm taking us out of the slot as well.
Yeah, she's done everything. I've managed the lines and Gitte does the rest.
Yeah, for the first time. So
yeah.
a bit nervous, but
yeah. You see, it's really stormy today.
yeah.
So it's a good day to start.
Here looks a little bit narrow.
It is. So slow and be ready with bow thruster. Okay.
Anders has taken over.
I'm sitting here
watching the autopilot,
yeah.
Drinking detox tea, cold. So over there is San Francisco, where we made a bike tour to. Not as big as the other one. We are sailing again. And we are sailing about 6 knots. So that's good. And it's nice and warm. Even though here in the shadow and the wind, it's a little bit chilly sometimes.
I move to the sun.
You move to the sun side. Sunny side of life.
Here, when it's sun and no wind, it's nice.
Yeah, and I sit here in the shadow and in the wind.
Yeah.
But
So now you know how it is to be captain. Got to take all the shit.
there was absolutely no wind when it comes straight behind, and I thought it was going too slow.
I don't want to miss the soccer match.
Soccer game, that's important. Left the area where Muros are, behind that peninsula there, and we are entering the next. And it has a lot of small rocky islands at the entrance, so it's a bit tricky. All this small rocks. But Anders have made a course where we go around. You can go in there. We won't do that. Right. So it's like the fishing vessel.
They know.
Two canoes.
They know every.
They know every stone, so they are doing it. Staying in there. No way around.
We are now turning into the next ria, going through around that island and then straight up there.
We had a fantastic sail from Muros to
Yeah.
Sofra.
Most of it sailing, but then we got like 6 knots straight from behind. So
Before that, we're down 2 knots.
yeah, I mean it's six knots of wind straight back from back, then it's 3-4, maximum 4 knots. And the soccer game but it would be fun if they was able to beat the Spanish. It's not impossible. Soccer these days, everything can happen. Här är det 27 meter djupt.
Right at Sofra. The yard has a guest car, so we are going to the grocery store. Anders is happy.
Football and the cat.
Nice view. And soon I'm going to cook some dinner as well. Anders is still watching the game, and I have the dinner ready. So he has the luxury of sitting in the cockpit, watching laying in the cockpit, watching the game, have a nice view, and one of his favorite dishes. I just had to share this sunset with you. I thought it was so beautiful. Our first night in Sofra. Why don't you take a deep breath and enjoy it for a while with me? Bara kolla utsikten. Det är fint. We are going up to talk to Nito, the owner of the yard, to discuss what project we want to do and when to lift. Yep. Next one. This is the Sofra boatyard. Quite a big fishing harbor. That's probably what they live off. Här borta vid den röda båten. Där är den. Delfin.
So the water heater.
The water heater. May you take her away, Gitta?
Yeah.
Because we're going to go
Well, we
down.
can start outside.
No, I think he wants to show you.
Yeah, it's under here. No, but you see it
There.
it drops.
Maybe there.
I think what I have seen is that the water comes out down here. Rudder.
Yeah.
I don't know if the rudder is fine,
Yeah.
We can see that when
Sit
we're
down, please.
Yeah, moving
moving the rudder, seeing that it's fine.
Yeah.
Also the propeller,
Yeah.
see that everything is fine there, or we need to do something. So those are the things that we know now
Yeah.
when we haven't lifted.
So,
So I want to discuss with you on Friday when we have lifted.
when did-
When it rains, it do rains a lot. Are you nervous?
A little. I'm most curious how this will work. We've never done it before, so
We are going to haul out the boat for the first time.
yeah. And this yard has probably hauled out like 5,000 boats, so they know what to do, but we have no clue. So
Yeah.
it's going to be interesting to see how it works.
Yeah.
And ask them how to do. Don't try to find out yourself or have an idea on how to do things, because
So that's going to be exciting, especially since they are speaking Spanish and we are not.
yeah, we hope that somebody speaks a little English anyway.
So this is where we are going to haul out, so we're going to sail in here. And then we don't know if we're docking, whatever. Now we are going to be lifted by that crane. Of course, now a little bit of wind came. It's about 10 minutes until we are going to lift. The crane is big. It is really big. He wants to bring up the boat to the edge where I'm going to jump off. We're hanging in slings now. A bit of a nerve-wracking experience this. I'll film a little bit while you lift and then shut down. The gentleman there is going to help me. I have never done it this way before. Slowly coming up. Now I know how it feels to be lifted by a giant crane. Okay, it's going to bring me forward. my body was still pumping with adrenaline, but I was also very excited to see how the boat looked underneath, because we have never lifted her before. So here she comes. That was a bit scary, but caught me well. It took a while to lift the boat entirely and put her on her right spot, so I will speed up this process a little. Approximately, maybe 2.5.
Yeah, but we have had divers 2 times.
Well, that explains
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Because the next question I was doing was what kind of antibiotic did you?
Yeah, but it was a strong antibiotic before, and on top of that we had divers 2 times. So that's why.
But very well drived.
It was, I'm not sure exactly, but it was what the fisherman's
So it was a bit scary, but
¿Importa si te publican en un film que estaban para publicar sobre la operación que hemos hecho?
okay, good. Well, then I say thank you for your driving. It was quite an experience. But you looked very confident, and I was amazed when you lifted just centimeters and pulled me in. Yeah. It's easy for you, not easy for us.
I can do it, you can't do it.
Oh, I don't believe that. It's a big machine.
It's not a problem.
It's a very big machine. How tall is it,
Yeah.
by the way? 50?
I know it's the
50
biggest
meters?
one of the North Coast of Spain.
Aha.
Wow, okay.
Yeah.
So you have the thing. You need to lift something heavy and strong.
I was checking how the North Coast of Spain by Google Maps.
Okay. Nobody else had anything bigger.
Oh, okay. Huh. Interesting. Okay. So,
This one is for the freezer.
yeah, that sounds logic, huh?
Yep. But then we have another one, which is up here. And I have no clue what that is.
Okay.
It looks like a similar thing.
That's a log that I cleaned.
Ah, it's not that bad. Not that bad. And they worked when we were coming here. That's one of the depth standards.
Made of small crustaceans here. But it's really not super bad.
Litsa sleeping all the time.
She didn't even notice. It was, of course, that the wind had to pick up just as we were supposed to list.
Yeah, it was different also. Wind.
Yeah,
And this is
this side is.
outside.
But this is actually quite interesting because I cleaned the other side and I used the sponge about this far down, and it looks much better on the other side than it does on this side.
Yeah, so it has.
So it actually helped my cleaning that I did.
That's through out for exhaust for the generator. And over there is
I was thinking, where is the washing machine going out? It should be somewhere on this side. Could it be here?
yeah, I think it's one of those three.
Or one of those three, yeah.
One of those three.
And then this must be,
I
then this must be the shower on the aft head.
shower and toilet and those type of things.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, so that's shower, toilet, and cutter. And this needs to be better.
That needs to be properly cleaned. They had some silicone paint that they recommended for the crop.
Yeah, this needs to be washed better.
It needs to be changed. Yeah. Is that the only unknown we have?
I'm not sure.
I haven't seen anyone. But it looks pretty bad.
She's really flat.
She's really flat.
Here. So
Yeah.
not strange that you get those when you have waves from behind.
Yeah, it's splashing. Yeah. The rudder is rather deep. It's almost as deep as a keel.
Really dangerous. You get passed by the keel and then hit the rudder.
Yeah. So
You see, it's the keel is standing on something.
yeah,
So it's 2 centimeters maybe.
yeah.
Difference.
Yeah.
Long and broad instead of the turning up.
Yeah.
Deep one. It's much narrower.
Yeah. If you enjoyed this video, please support our channel by hitting the thumbs up and subscribe, and don't forget the bell button.
Oh, thank you. Power. Always a good thing.
Time to wrap up this video, but in the next video you will see more from Varadero de Sutra and some projects that we'll do while we're there. Now we think we need to breathe and get another cup of coffee and get our nose calmed down.